It's time for the Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages Porch.
Well, this morning we are starting a new segment here on 6 in the Morning where we'll be highlighting the community in a new way every day.
It's all part of our brand new Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages Porch. That's where we find news on 6's Tess Monty this morning. Good morning, Tess.
Good morning, Dave. Leanne, what a fun and exciting way to start off the new year with a brand new segment here on the porch. Look at all of our friends that we have here. We have the Gold Squad. We have the Ice Girls. We have Oily, Sledge, and Hornsby. And then, of course, our friend Danny Boy O'Connor, House of Pain rapper and founder of the Outsiders House Museum. When we think of the best in green country, you always come to mind.
Very cool.
And so we would love to have you cut the ribbon on our new porch. So
ready?
Take it away, Danny.
Let me get in there.
Woo! Nice. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Go ahead and have a seat.
Okay.
And we'll get to talking a little bit here about what's been going on.
Let's do it.
It's only 26 degrees.
It is.
These girls are used to it. The mascots are good.
Coming from LA, it took a little getting used to, but I'm kind of there now.
Yeah, so you moved to Oklahoma about 6 years ago. You're a Grammy award-winning artist.
Grammy-nominated artist. We did not win. We got robbed that year, but that's okay.
I thought you should have won. That's why I'm just calling you a winner.
Unless you've updated it. I didn't know. Yeah.
In my mind, you're a winner.
Thank you.
Not from Oklahoma, but you moved here about 6 years ago. What brought you to Oklahoma? Because you are Oklahoma, Tulsa all the way.
Right, thank you. So music brought me here. We played historic Cain's Ballroom, which is an incredible honor in itself. And while I was here, I realized that my favorite book and movie, The Outsiders, was filmed here. And I went looking for locations. That was 2009, actually. And found the house from the movie, the park from the movie, Circle Cinema, and the Admiral Twin, and all of them were in bad shape with the exception of the drive-in. Couldn't believe these things still existed. Took about 5 years to think it through, ended up buying the house and asking for help to restore it to a museum. And that's what really won me over. My intent was to stay in Beverly Hills and maybe visit once in a while, but the help that I received from everyday Tulsans and the fans was overwhelming. I thought, well, why am I going back to LA? And so I've been here ever since. I've been here over close to 6 years, and I love every minute of it.
You've really done a lot to make this city a better place. 2024 seems to be a big year because you've got the Outsiders musical that's going to debut on Broadway in March. You've already seen the musical.
I have. I had the honor to fly out there with Essie Hinton, the author, and her family. And you know, I was a little nervous because you know it's a historic legacy, and you don't want anybody tampering with it. But we both loved it. It was my first musical, by the way. And I asked her, did you ever think 55 years later we'd be sitting in La Jolla, California watching a musical? And she goes, absolutely. And I go, really? She goes, no. She goes, are you kidding me? Who could have thought that? She goes, you think we'd be listening to Jump Around 33 years later, you know, at sporting events? I was like, all right, you got me. But an incredible musical. Looking forward to see it in New York. And sometime in March, I'm going to go out there. And yeah, the legacy just keeps growing and growing. So there's a new crop and new wave of 7th grade readers who discover the legacy and discover the book and then the movie and then the house. So expect new fans to keep arriving in Oklahoma.
Yeah, generation after generation. What's planned for 2024 for you and the Outsiders House Museum?
It's really just to keep on keeping on. We do a large portion of the offerings at the house are Monday through Thursday. We do student tours. So these students are reading the book, perhaps watching the movie in class or at the Circle Cinema, and then they get to come to our house. We did over 4,000 last year and close to 10,000 this year. So the numbers are growing. They come from the outlying states as well, all over Oklahoma, so they're coming from far and wide. Eventually, I'd like to build a new museum with all of my Outsiders, all of my Rumblefish, all of my Tex, all of my other Essie Hinton collection, and put that under one roof and kind of make an educational center of it all. But right now we're still working on those plans.
It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time, but it just keeps growing, and it's a wonderful thing. But that being said, you know, to maintain and to keep it where it is. You know, that house was built almost 100 years ago, so it's not used to having that many guests, so it's constantly, you know, tinkering with it to keep it in tip-top shape. So really the maintenance and just organically growing is what we do.
Danny, thank you so much for coming out, sitting with Dark and early and cold this morning.
Anything for you.
To Sledge, the Ice Girls, the Gold Squad, Oily, Hornsby. Thank you all so much. Also want to let you guys know the Oilers' next home game Friday night at the BOK Center. The Drillers step up to the plate for their spring season in April, and the Oilers football is in March at the BOK Center. Thank you guys so much. Tess Monty, Oklahoma Zone, News on 6.